Hey, Steve Zalunardo here with Remax Experts, Zalunardo Associates. Quick update on the current market, current inventory. As I've been telling everybody right now, is like get the house on the market, get it sold real quick because inventory is building. We started January with heavy amount of inventory considering years past, lower than last year, but at the same time it's higher than normal. And what we were predicting is maybe 1,000 units per week gathering, and we went probably around 500 per week, sometimes 1,000. But since last week, we went up 7%. We're at 18,740 units, and last week we're at, I think 17,449. So we jumped up like 1,300 units in literally 1 week. Sales have stayed status quo at that 600 range. So again, that's kind of like plateaued at that 600 to 700 range, but the inventory is climbing dramatically. Like I said, we went from like 1,000 a week then to 500, and now we're at 1,300 a week. We're at 18,740, and we're still in February, like the first, we're just entered the second week. So be cautious there, as we're warning clients right now. If you want to get out of your properties, you want to make top dollar, because we are experiencing bidding wars. Get to market now. Don't waste any time. Don't wait for the flowers to be blooming and all that stuff. You're going to miss the market and you're going to get less money, and that's the time I'm going to advise our buyers to start buying, because that's where they're going to be a ton of inventory, a ton of more of negotiation, so better prices for our clients, and also closing, and the rates will be lower. So ultimately it'll be a win-win for our clients. So sell now, high time, make as much money as you can, chill out, and then buy a few months down the road at a lower rate, and plus much more inventory, some more competition, meaning that sellers are competing against more buyers. So that's basically our advice now going towards clients. And then if you notice, like, we just put out 2 listings last week, or coming soon, and these houses, we shot them just tail end, like September, October-ish, where everything was nicely bloomed, green grass. This was a service we offered clients every year. Don't wait. If you plan on selling, we'll take the cost up front. We're going to shoot the exterior of the house, not the interior, just the exterior, do the drones, an intro video, and then ultimately we just put that in the archives, have it sit for like 4 to 5 months until you're ready in the winter time, like currently right now, and then ultimately we list the property. But at the same time, just remember, marketing, it's weird because obviously we're selling in both markets, so I'm going on listing presentations on both sides of the border. So it's like it's amazing how you get filtered information and you kind of like adapt one to the other. But you kind of look at it like print media, people still kind of believe it down here. We're a little bit behind in the state of Florida regarding marketing, stuff like that, and it's explaining that the print media is dead. It's all digital marketing. So why I'm talking about this is, if you think about the pictures that we took, if you're scrolling through photos on MLS and you got 10 listings in one particular area of a similar home, which is what we're currently experiencing, and then you see, bang, the nice house, great shots of the property, summertime, springtime, fall time, whatever it is, at least the house looks great, the grass is green, you get to take a look at the landscaping. That's going to stand out a lot more than the other properties that got shot in the wintertime. So this is what we always advise. If you are planning on selling, if there is a potential move in the future, make sure you shoot it. Obviously now, we're going to prepare that for next year. We're going to put that out in probably summertime, let's say August, September, October. Keep promoting that for our clients if they are thinking of making a move in the year coming, and go from there. A few things to be concerned about going forward with the real estate market as a whole, and it's obviously the whole of Canada. Obviously weak leadership, and these guys are taking advantage of weak leadership, and they're going to keep hammering. So Trump announced yesterday during the Super Bowl, or just prior to the Super Bowl, that they're going to be considering a 25%, well, they're going to announce it today, a 25% tariff on aluminum and steel in Canada going into the U.S. Huge issue, clearly, because we supply a lot of those metals into the U.S., and what does that do for Canadian businesses and also employees? That's going to obviously put everything quite down. It's a $50 billion industry from Canada into the U.S. Imagine just 25% of that, what that's going to equate to, and that's going to be just cut right off the top. But obviously, the U.S. is trying to squeeze Canada into making a decision, and it's not going to stop there, because even yesterday he was asked, and didn't beat around the bush really. They asked him if he wants Canada to be the 51st state, and he said yes, he does. It was a straight answer. So we'll see what happens with that. And all in all, projections with the real estate market, like if you kind of read some of these articles, everything's bouncing back. You're starting to see a even in the rental market, rent prices are hitting actually low rather. So rental market's low, but also they're talking about sales price is going to be increasing by 12% this year. And that's the thing. It's just, as long as these tariffs don't kick in and start affecting the market, we potentially could get it. But I think there's so much stuff we need to look at in today's market, not just based on real estate. I think ultimately it's the economy. I think it's going to continue to weaken as the U.S. dollar continues to strengthen. A lot of investors are already putting money into the U.S. just to kind of hedge on Canada's future. To be honest, they're putting money out. We're starting to see small-time investors too, just putting money into the U.S. just to kind of have it sit here, even if the property is just marginal passive income. They don't care as long as it's a secure investment. There's some appreciation of the property. They're just pulling money out of Canada, moving into the U.S. And I don't blame them. We've done it. I think this is a good move to kind of hedge on the future of Canada until we get some proper leadership, and then obviously get our trades back into our favor, or at least making profit for the country again. It is what it is. These are the times. If you have any questions regarding real estate, please feel free to contact us. Have a great day.